Hey friends, welcome to my channel, Heidi Sonboul Health. I wanted to make sure that I got this video in because life was starting to get the best of me this week. I promised you a video on Wednesday, and here it is, I'm posting on a Friday. Now, a couple things took place over this last few days. Our family has come down with a summer cold, and my husband is feeling probably one of the worst ones out of all of us. And then second is Miriam. Last night she had a really high fever where it just kept going right up to 100, and luckily I was able to keep it down and to get it to break. So she's feeling much better today, but last night was a really rough night. Anyway, enough about us being sick. I'm actually sitting here in my bedroom while my boys and my husband are in the other room watching something late at night. Miriam is in bed, and I was finally able to sneak away just for a moment to be able to come here and chat with you all and give you the update on how I did this week. This week was interesting, to say the least. Like I said, we got sick, and there was a lot of things that came up that I wasn't expecting to come up, where each night I wasn't getting in bed on time, which caused me to have a really hard time to get up early in the morning to work out. Hashtag mom life, right? I think that's one of the things that happens a lot to especially women that are trying to lose weight and get healthy, is that depending on when our kids get in bed, when our family gets in bed, we find ourselves going to bed, and then there's that constant eternal battle where we want to be able to be alone for a few minutes before we go to bed ourselves to kind of detox after a long day of hearing our name being called a ton of times. Now, I'm not complaining about motherhood. I love being a mom. It has been my life's calling. I love it. I love my kids. I love my family, but it doesn't mean that I don't want peace and quiet sometimes. And with it being summer break and everybody being home all the time, I feel like I'm not alone very often. It's a very rare occasion when that happens. So I stepped on the scale, and I'm going to share my weight right now, and then I want to share a couple fun things that I really wanted to share this week in this video. I stepped on the scale, and this week I weighed in at 308.8, which means I lost 4 pounds. I'm really happy with that number because 4 pounds is a really great number to be able to have for this week. Now, my goal is to lose 10 pounds each month, and I'm really just kind of kickstarting everything back up after me focusing on my food. If you missed last week's video, I have become 100% vegan. I've cut out all dairy, all animal products, and I'm focusing on just eating plant-based. And that has been going really well. I feel a lot stronger. I feel the inflammation going down in my body. I find myself sleeping better at night. I think that has been the biggest gift, is being able to just sleep better when I go to bed. I don't feel like I'm constantly struggling to get comfortable, to fall asleep. So with the 4 pounds being down, that means that I only have 6 more pounds to go for the month of July, because my goal is to lose 10 pounds a month. Now, I'm really excited about that because I feel like I can really do that 6 pounds in this month of July. And if I lose anything more, then it's just an added bonus blessing, and I will take it. Now, if you haven't watched my very first video, then you probably won't know that I was trying to lose 10 pounds each month so that by my birthday, I will have lost 80 pounds. Because of me doing the whole vegan food plan and being plant-based, it kind of put a little bit of a wrench in that plan and those numbers, but I'm still doing good, and I think that I will be able to hit that number by the end of the year. So if you count down July, August, September, October, November, December, that's 60 pounds. And I really do feel like just doing that 10 pounds each month going all the way out, I'll be able to do that. Plus, I've already lost some since the very beginning of my journey. My starting weight when I first started this channel was at 323.8. So that means I'm now officially down to 15 pounds. So if I end up clocking that next 6 months at 10 pounds each, and maybe I do a little bit extra here and there, by the end of the year, I will hit my goal. turning 40 on October 31st and ending the year with being 80 pounds less, which was my goal. So that way we can get pregnant with another baby, because I am a high risk pregnancy being at this weight. So that's kind of the wrap up of where I'm at. So far, 15 pounds down and still counting, feeling really good, feeling really healthy. Now let's talk about my exercise this week, because I was supposed to start back up my exercise this week. I will say that I got in 2 workouts, and it's better than nothing, but I definitely have a goal in this new week to start exercising more. And that is because the first day I exercised, it's actually kind of embarrassing how slow I was going. It took me like 25 minutes to do 1 mile, and it wasn't even like I was going super fast, but I just wanted to make sure that I just got something in that day. I was running behind because that was one of the days where people were starting to feel kind of crummy. It's kind of gone through our whole family. My older boys, then my husband, then Miriam and me. Like, it was just kind of slowly taking each one of us out and feeling kind of sick with a cold. Every time I get a cold, it actually goes in my ears and it causes a lot of congestion problems, which is always so painful for me. I never like when it goes into my ear. Anyway, so I got in that first workout, and to say the least, it is embarrassing how sore I was the next day. Like, my hamstrings were hurting, everything just felt so sore, and I remember thinking, how am I that sore when I didn't even go fast on the treadmill? I wasn't even running, I wasn't doing squats, I wasn't doing anything like that, and my legs were so sore the next day. Which means my body was just really craving to get going again, and obviously while I was focusing on my food, you know, my body kind of relaxed a little bit too much. So I got that first workout in, and then I did another day, which was not that next day, it was the day after that. I got in another workout where I was walking a little bit more, a little bit quicker, and thankfully some of that soreness wore off by that workout. But that's when we all started getting sick. And friends, I'm telling you right now, like, when I get a cold, I would much rather have the flu than ever get a cold. I've said this for years, because every time I get a cold, it goes into my ears and it's really painful for me. So with that being said, I wanted to share a new find. Now, I don't know about all of you out there, but I carry a lot of stress and tension in my neck and in my jaw. And when I got this cold, my jaw and my ears were hurting so bad. So I went on to Amazon and I found this. It has a whole bunch of different head attachments on it, but I will tell you, this thing is amazing. I got it on Amazon. I'm gonna link it down below. And the thing I like about this is that if you're sore, I thought I would share it here because it is actually meant for like sore muscles for working out, and it can go really fast. It actually flips on the bottom, and then right here on this little thing is where you can like turn it on, and then it just basically pushes on all of that. So with that being said, this is like my new favorite thing, and it has taken out a lot of all the tension in here and a lot of the tension in my shoulders, and it has helped with the sore muscles on my hamstrings because it is that amazing. Again, I'll link it down below if anyone's interested in something like this, and it has, like I said, a whole bunch of different heads. So that was one of the things I wanted to share that I thought was kind of cool, and it was kind of like a health kind of thing. Might as well share it. And then the next thing. As I was on the treadmill, one of the things emotionally that bothers me the most is every single holiday that comes around. Friends, I love holidays. If you missed it, over on my home channel, I decorated our whole house at the last minute. Even while I was feeling sick, I just kind of sucked it up, and I really wanted to decorate for 4th of July. So I decorated our whole house for 4th of July. And when I was on the treadmill on one of those days when I was feeling well enough, I just kept thinking how annoyed I was that another holiday is going by where I don't have a cute dress to wear because I'm still at this size, and not wanting to just beat myself up and feel down about it, because I've done that for too many years, and I'm sure you all have too, where I'm so over that life. I'm not about beating myself up anymore. I'm just over it. I just want to love me for who I am, no matter what the size. So I made a decision that I was going to go out and I was going to find a cute dress for Miriam, and I was going to find a cute dress for me, and we were going to get dressed up for 4th of July, since 4th of July hits on Sunday, and we were going to be the good old red, white, and blue. So I actually found this really adorable dress. Hold on, I gotta flip it inside out because I was showing Miriam what it looked like, because she just loves to dress up with me and look the same, and for years, you know, I just keep putting it off. So I found this really cute dress. It's kind of like a pioneer dress, and I'm gonna wear like a t-shirt underneath it. And I will say that I was expecting that I was going to have to purchase a 2X, and I only had to purchase a 1X. And then the best part was because I went into the Old Navy store to purchase this dress, they ended up telling me I had a whole bunch of store credit, which I was like, oh, that's so exciting, because normally I just shop online. So I ended up getting the dress really, really affordably cheap. And then for Miriam, I got this really cute dress, and then she's also going to wear a little t-shirt underneath it. And I thought, how cute and how sweet. Oh, hers is from Carter's. I love Carter's little girl clothes because the fabric is always really well sewn and soft, and it's true to size. She's very tall like I am, so I always try to make sure I find things that are right for her length. Anyway, together, she and I are gonna be red, white, and blue, and I will try to take a picture and make sure I share it next week in my video, or I'll just share it over on Instagram. I'll try to do both. Either way, I was just so excited because this is one of those things with me being overweight. I always downplay how I feel about myself on that day. I usually will, you know, just like quickly get myself ready, and I don't take time to make myself feel good on a holiday, and I love holidays. It doesn't make any sense that for years I have been doing this, where I just kind of feel frumpy because I didn't lose the weight, that I said, by Easter I want to fit in a dress, or by Christmas I want to fit in a dress. Like, I always say that, and then when the holiday comes around and I don't get to the size I want to, I would beat myself up. So this year, I'm stopping those bad habits. I went out and bought myself this cute dress, and I'm gonna look cute with my plus size dress on in a 1X, not a 2X. So maybe that 15 pounds is kind of showing a little bit on my body. I'm not sure yet. I just know that I'm able to put on a 1X, which makes me really happy. All right, and the last thing that I wanted to share is a positive message. I always want to try to put something out there that's positive for you all to hold on to while you're fighting through your battles and knowing that you're not alone. One of the times when I was on the treadmill, it was actually the first day I got on the treadmill, I was thinking about self-love. And I was thinking about a conversation that I had had with my oldest son, who just turned 18, which is just so crazy that I have an 18-year-old. But I was thinking about self-love because I had a conversation with him one day, and we were talking about taking pride in who we are as a person. And he had this comment where he said, but isn't being prideful a bad thing? And I had to like stop and pause for a second and reflect on what he was saying, because I realized this was something that I forgot to teach him along the way because of my own self-esteem issues. Now, I do love myself, and I've loved myself, you know, for a good part of my adult life, but there are things about me that I don't feel proud about. Not in a boastful way, but in a way where it's that you feel good about yourself, where you can hold your head up high. So I started talking with him, and I told him, like, son, It's okay to have pride in what you're doing, pride in who you are as a person, knowing that you've tried your very best, knowing that you're a child of God. And so we had this whole conversation about what the good pride is. Not the, I look so good, let me look in the mirror 45 times a day. This is the pride of, I know I'm a good person. I know I am a child of God. I know that I have purpose and value, and I'm worth it, and I'm worth letting myself get a shower. I'm worth letting myself eat healthy and take care of myself. This is the kind of pride I'm talking about. It's good to have that. We need to have that. And somewhere along the line, I think as human beings, especially being Americans, I think we lose that. It gets a little confused just from talking to other people. And I brought it up with other people this week because I wanted to see what they thought what pride was. And generally every answer came back the same, that yes, we should have pride in ourselves. And then I would say, but do you have pride? And the person I would be speaking to would respond with, I'm working on that. I don't know why so many of us struggle with it, other than the fact that maybe it's the adversary who works really hard at helping us forget who we are as people. He works really hard to make us feel down and bad about ourselves, especially if we make a mistake, or maybe we chose wrong one too many times and we feel like there's no coming back. And so I started thinking, I'm trying not to get too religious, but I'm very religious. I started thinking about the atonement, and that what the Savior gave us through the atonement when he died on the cross, what a gift it was when he allowed to carry us where we fall short. And I started thinking about what a gift it is when we make mistakes to be able to repent of those things and then find peace in the atonement to be able to move forward and to live a full life, this gift that we've been given here on this earth. I truly will testify that the adversary banks on us wanting to fall and falter, or not wanting to. That's the wrong choice of words. Let's say that we fall and falter by just how hard life can be sometimes, and he banks on it and he doesn't want us to get back up. But through this time, over this last year in particular, that I've spent trying to get to know my Savior better, trying to get to know our Father in heaven better, as I've spent that time trying to really get to know them, I will testify that they want us to get back up. This life was a gift to be here. The atonement is a gift to help us where we fall short. So, to wrap that idea up all together in one big old package with a pretty little bow, friends, we have to forgive ourselves where we fall short. Let's say you had 5 good days of eating healthy and exercising and being on track, and then your family members get sick, or you have a death in the family, or you don't have enough money to pay your bills that month. Whatever your trial might be, we have to get back up. We have to keep getting back up. Life is so short. I've said that here on my channel before, but life is so incredibly short that when we allow the adversary to hold us down and push us down in the ground in that mud, we're forgetting who we are, who we're destined to be, that we're these children of God, where he gave us a chance to be here. So I decided from that conversation with my son that I needed a little bit of that pride in myself. And I went out and I bought this dress and I'm gonna put this dress on. And sure, I might look like a plus size girl wearing a really pretty dress, but you know what? That's okay, because who I am inside right now, where I am, the development and the steps that I'm taking in my life right now is where God needs me to be. And I will continue to make those steps until I get there little by little by little. I tell my kids all the time, don't forget, the Savior came here to this earth as a baby. And he had to learn how to crawl and pull up and walk too. He had to learn how to do those things from an infant too. That's why he has such empathy for us, because he had to experience those hardships himself. So, friends, get back up. If you had a really rough week like I did, where people are getting sick and you're trying your best, get back up. I am very proud of my 4 pounds that I lost this week. Obviously, everybody's always looking for the bigger number, but I'm going to tell you right now, with everything that took place, I'm going to give myself a pat on the back, not because I'm being prideful, but I'm being proud of myself for being able to still stick to this vegan plan and being able to still get myself up to exercise the 2 days that I did, and to try really hard not to eat after 7. With all that being said, I want to continue to encourage you all to not give up on yourselves, to love who you are right now. Tell yourself you're good enough. Let yourself take that shower in the morning, or let yourself put on that red, white, and blue for 4th of July. Whatever your thing is that you're letting yourself hold back on, think, dig deep, let yourself have it. I'm done waiting to live my life. I'm done saying, well, I'll wear a dress the next holiday. Oh, I'll do that the next holiday. Maybe the next. I'm just so done. Friends, will you be done with me? Get back up, get those workouts in. I believe in you all. I'm cheering you on from my corner of the state of Missouri. And I hope you all have a really great 4th of July weekend with your loved ones. If you're here in the States, if you're out of the States, I hope you have a good weekend just in general. Friends, thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope this video motivated you to keep pushing forward. I'm going to keep trying. Your comments mean the world to me. I love reading your comments. Like I said, I always have a hard time responding to everything, but know that I'm reading them, and how honored I feel that you stopped by just to say hello and to be my friend and to tell me I'm not in this weight loss journey, this health life experience by myself. All right, we're celebrating that 4 pounds. Leave a comment down below to let me know if you lost anything this week and how your week went on your health journey. And until the next episode, bye friends.